One of the features that sets Venue apart is its ability to incorporate TDM plugins. For the live sound mixer, this represents a nearly limitless palette of tone shaping possibilities. First, let's go to the plugins page of the D-Show software. Here you'll see the 4 plugin racks, which is where you gain access to your installed plugins. Each rack can contain 25 plugin processors. As you can see, I've relabeled my racks drums and bass, instruments, vocals, and system. The first thing to note concerning an individual plugin are the 2 switches associated with it. The first, larger, vertically oriented switch gives you a discrete way to turn the plugin on or off. In the off mode, you're actually freeing up DSP. The second switch is the plugin bypass switch. This switch is identical to the bypass switch at the channel level of the ACS and simply takes the plugin in and out of circuit. Next, we have 4 drop-down menus associated with an individual plugin. Again, note that the middle drop-down menu on the right is only available when the console is in config mode. This allows you to choose and instantiate the plugin. You should always instantiate all of the plugins you intend to use before switching into show mode. Instantiating plugins during a performance can temporarily interrupt audio. Once you have a plugin in place, it's time to choose the source of its audio and in turn where to deliver its output. The first tab gives you the choice to pick any of the input inserts or any bus output to drive the plugin. The second tab down lets you select the patch order of an insert, meaning whether it is in the first, second, third, or fourth slot in the insert chain. An alternate and slightly more intuitive way to patch a chosen plugin is in the drop-down menus at the top center of the page when a single plugin is selected. From here, you can clearly see where the plugin is getting its input and where it's delivering its output. The final tab is for snapshot assignment of the plugin. Here you can see how many snapshots currently use the plugin. You can also create a new snapshot from this location that makes use of this plugin. Next, let's briefly discuss the plugin user and factory libraries. These are easily accessible by simply double-clicking the plugin you wish to view and then clicking the folder button in the upper right-hand corner of the window. Once done, a new window will drop down, giving you access to manufacturer presets as well as user-defined presets. As anyone who has used a mouse will attest, it's no replacement for a knob or a fader. Venue's designers went to great lengths to provide numerous onboard encoders to give you a familiar, hands-on feel. Let's explore how they work. Let's select an equalization plugin for a targeted input. Once done, of course, we can operate it with the mouse, but the more intuitive way to do it is simply by pressing the plugin button on the EQ section of the ACS for the targeted channel. Now the equalization control surface takes over the controls on the plugin. This is now plugin EQ in addition to channel EQ. A similar scenario exists if I select a Dynamics plugin, which then in turn maps to the ACS Dynamics encoders. In addition, for effects processing such as reverbs and delays, since there are no defined encoders for them, D-Show makes use of the top row of output encoders to give you tactile access to the effects processor. This is done by selecting the processor, then engaging the Insert Mode switch on the right side of the Insert Processing section. This maps the processor's parameters to the 8 output encoders and labels them for you as well. If there are more than 8 parameters that you would need access to, press the Next Page or Previous Page button to see the next set of parameters. Well, as you can see, with plugins, it's a whole new day in sound reinforcement. Now you can bring your favorite plugins from the studio right into your live mix.